What's Your Why? In this webcast series, we will interview influential people from many different backgrounds. Our goal is to discover their purpose, their passion, and why they chose the path they are on. Hey everybody, welcome to another What's Your Why? I'm really honored this month to have Josh Russell with me. Josh is the Director of EHS for Howard Hughes Medical Institute. How are you, Josh?
I'm great. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. So tell us a little bit about your role with Howard Hughes, what you guys do there, and kind of how you got into safety.
How I got into safety. That's a long story, but I've been with Howard Hughes Medical Institute for little over 12 years. And we are a biomedical research organization. We're a complete, nonprofit, a philanthropy. We fund biomedical research around the country. But I work primarily at a research campus that we have here in Ashburn, Virginia. So it's a wide array of when you think safety, we have just about everything because it is a campus. We have everything from chemicals, biologicals, to construction and housing, and it just the whole gamut. And it's a really cool place. I've worked in biotech the majority of my career, with a stint of doing industrial hygiene, as a consultant at the EPA for a while as well.
Interesting. Well, I know my team originally met you at Safety 2025 in Orlando.
Yeah.
I believe you were at the Avetta hospitality reception, and I was introduced to you that way, and we've met a couple of times now. I
Yeah.
also know you're very involved in the American Society of Safety Professionals. You're currently the Northern Virginia chapter president. You're involved in the management practice specialty, and I know that you mentor as well. So how did you get involved in ASSP, and why is that important to you?
So I've been a member for probably like 12 or 13 years, but it wasn't until about 4 years ago that I even started doing anything. Every once in a while, I'd go to a chapter meeting, but I didn't do anything. And I went to my first national PDC in Chicago, linked up with some people that I had met online through LinkedIn that I had, I didn't know them personally. I'd never met them in person, but we got together there and we started talking about all kinds of safety and what we thought we could do to shift the profession a little bit. And I just really started. I had my passion for the field really revived at that event, and then decided that I want to start getting more involved. So I became I became the secretary for the Northern Virginia chapter, started coming up with ideas for talks, and started giving talks at local and national events. And then just recently became the president for our chapter. I volunteered to do the mentoring program, which I did last year, I believe it was, and that was really cool. What a rewarding, cool experience to be able to, talk to people that are coming into the profession or they're new to the profession. Because I feel like uh, one of my mission statements from personal mission statement is to help develop uh, the next um, the next generation of safety professionals and to have them focused on doing this profession well and to do it the right way. And I feel that that's a people-centric approach for safety.
I completely agree. I filmed a number of What's Up Wednesdays on the importance of having a mentor, the importance of mentoring. A lot of people don't realize how much you grow by being a mentor. And obviously, being a mentee, you grow tremendously as well. But being a mentor forces you out of your comfort zone and
Yeah.
allows you to experience leadership from a different level. And I lead the mentoring committee for the consultant practice specialty, and it is incredibly satisfying. And I encourage everybody out there, get involved in ASSP, give back. I
Oh
preach,
yeah.
give back, give back, give back. Develop the next, open the door, help the next one in line, develop the next generation, like Josh said. It's so important that we do that. We need to get out of our job and into our industry and find a way to give back. So,
You know,
Josh,
it's
you have a podcast.
yeah, I do. I have so my a couple of the people that I met in Chicago that I had known online. So Gabe Encarnacion and Allison Short, the three of us live in completely opposite parts of the country. Gabe's in LA, Allison's Atlanta. I'm outside DC. Um, we met in Chicago, and then a couple years ago in San Antonio, Allison was like, "You want to do a podcast with me?" We said yes. And we started doing that, and it's doing pretty well. It's called The Illusion of Safety. And we like the title because a lot of places that's kind of what safety is. It's an illusion. It's a lot of checking boxes and talking, but not really doing. Um, but the other thing we like to be able to give, a voice to people that may not have an opportunity to be on podcasts. We like to get people that are kind of peripheral to the profession and to show how that can tie in with our profession. And it's been a really, what a cool experience. I've been able to talk to and learn from some really amazing people. Um, yeah, I love it.
I know that podcast followings are growing like crazy, and I know my wife, for one, she has so many podcasts she follows. And for those who haven't really gotten comfortable with listening to podcasts, what's the best way for them to find your podcast and to start listening to it?
It's on Spotify, it's on Apple. We're on all the normal podcast platforms, so they can find us on any of those. And one of the things that we do is, let's be honest, this profession can be kind of dry sometimes. It can be, some people can kind of get bored with it. It's very, regulatory and compliance and all that stuff. So we really try to make it light. We start off every episode with a game called Proceed with Caution, and it's kind of just like scenario-based, fun questions, this or that. And then we kind of lead into the conversation. We keep them short, under 30 minutes. That way people can do them on their commute, get it over with. It's, yeah, easy to find. And I encourage everybody to give it a listen.
Excellent. Everybody listen, follow their podcast and check it out, at least give it a shot. So, finally, kind of my last question for you, Josh, is there's a sign behind you that says, "I am greater than I was." What does that mean, and why is that important to viewers?
You know, I can't even remember what movie I was watching, but I saw a person in a movie that had a tattoo that said that on their arm, "I am greater than I was." And it really resonated with me because um, I think that all of us should be striving every single day to be a better version of the person than we were the day before. And so my mom makes vinyl signs and stuff like that. I had her make that and I hung it in my office so that it'd be a reminder for me, that I'm trying to, do something every day to do better, whether it's learning from others, reading something, studying something, showing up better. It's also a reminder for me as I leave my office to go to meetings that I need to be showing up well, and I want people to see a better version of me every single day. And that doesn't always happen, but it's a great reminder that, every day is a chance to do better than we did the day before.
I think those are two really good messages. One is invest in others, develop others, give back. It not only does it breed great karma, but it changes the narrative a little bit of our industry. I find so many parts of our industry are very me centric. They're
Hmm.
all about me, my career, my job, my role. And I think the other piece is this yearning to learn and improve every single day. And I don't care how actualized anybody is. We'll never be fully self-actualized on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right?
Right.
And I think that if we aren't learning something every day, if we're not better today than we were yesterday, then we're not working hard enough at it. And I think that's such a big message for people. So, well,
Yeah.
again, Josh, thanks for spending some time with us this month. And I encourage everybody to check out Josh's podcast and meet his co-podcasters.
Yeah.
And Josh, we really appreciate your time today.
Thank you so very much for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Likewise. Bye bye.
Bye.